Today, I am announcing a detailed plan to save the American auto industry and bring millions and millions of jobs back to our shores. So what I'm proposing, very simply then, is a 15% made in America corporate tax rate, cutting it from 21% all the way down to 15%, but only for those who make their product in the USA. U.S.-based car makers and manufacturers will also be rewarded with expanded research and development tax credits, very substantial, where they will be able to write off 100% of their cost of heavy machinery and other equipment necessary to build a plant. In the first year, and full expensing for manufacturing investments, and all helping to build the sprawling state-of-the-art plants our country needs to be an industrial superpower in the world.
That was former President Trump in Michigan today. He did a major shot across the bow to Kamala Harris, debuting even more tax break ideas, this time for the U.S. auto industry and manufacturers. He wants America to be an industrial superpower, the number one. Kamala wants a massive $4 trillion to $5 trillion in tax hikes over 10 years, with some nickel and dime tax credits thrown in. Joining us now, Trump 2024 National Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt. Karoline, it's a pleasure having you back on again. Okay, the election, we're in the final stretch. Early voting already beginning, but the UAW doesn't support Trump and endorses Kamala Harris. How is this going to change the playing field in states like Michigan, what Trump did today?
Well, let's be very clear. The UAW leadership has been entrenched in Democrat Party politics for decades, so they may support President Trump's opponent, Kamala Harris, but the workers, the people who are the lifeblood of our country's economy, they are in full support of President Trump. Just look at the Teamsters, for instance, more than 60% of their members indicating that they are going to support President Trump in this next election. And auto workers know that President Trump is going to be their champion. He did more for the American auto industry in his first term than any president in American history. He got us out of the disastrous NAFTA and TPP deals that were Biden-Obama era deals that sent American auto jobs overseas. He signed the USMCA to protect good jobs here at home. Kamala Harris is going to ship the auto industry in Michigan and in every state over to China. She has a build it in China plan with her massive capital gains tax, her tax on unrealized capital gains, and her radical electric vehicle mandate, which would force 67% of all cars and trucks manufactured to be electric. That is a gift to China. It's a slap in the face to hardworking auto workers. They know it. They will be supporting President Trump at the ballot box because he is going to protect their jobs, lower their taxes, put more money back into their pockets.
You know what's really interesting? Anecdotally, we're hearing from voters in their 20s. They're upset about tax hikes, like things on capital gains taxes, tax hikes that Kamala wants. Let's show again Trump what he wants. He wants also to end the double taxation for Americans living abroad. So, of course, he has to get all of this through Congress. But, Karoline, there's a big one out there that's not being talked about. We have basically taxation without representation in this country. People in America have to, they're seeing likely their state and local taxes going up because of the border crisis, because of illegal aliens. The cost for taxpayers out there, $150 billion a year. This is unfair. This is a border crisis hitting people's wallets via taxes.
Absolutely. The American people are essentially subsidizing free lifestyles for illegal immigrants who break our country's laws. American taxpayers who are struggling to put food on the table, buy groceries, buy gasoline to fill up their vehicles, struggling to afford their mortgage payments, which have increased 50% since Kamala Harris took office. And then we're using billions and billions of our tax dollars to give illegal immigrants free stays in luxury hotels, to give them prepaid debit cards to buy diapers and clothing and food for their families. It is fundamentally unfair and it is un-American. Kamala Harris wants to keep all of these illegal immigrants here. President Trump is going to deport them back to their home countries.
All
and
of them? Wait, is he going to deport all of them? Wait, hang on.
American
Sorry,
families.
Karoline, hang on a second. Is he going to deport illegal aliens accused of crimes, or all illegal immigrants?
He is going to deport all of the illegal immigrants that Kamala Harris has allowed to come into this country, the largest mass deportation operation in history. But we're going to start with the convicted criminals. We know there's nearly 500,000 of them. Kamala wants them to stay. President Trump is going to make them go home.
Karoline Leavitt, thanks for joining us. Good to see you.